the imposition of Protestantism in Ireland. So in the 16th century, so 1500, there was happening a Reformation throughout the whole of Europe. And so generally this is the Protestantism ideas against the Roman Catholic ideas. And now the Protestantism were basically against many ideas of the Roman Catholic. For example, they wanted to subject to the authority of the Pope. They didn't want to subject to the authority of the Church, of the Roman Catholic Church. They didn't want to pray at shrines or to saints and read the Bible in Latin. They wanted to read them in their own languages. This is basically it. And now there was King Henry VIII in the 1530s. He, the King of England, King Henry VIII, established a new church. And they all, with the Protestant ideas, they established their own churches. And then King Henry VIII wanted to divorce from from his first wife, and then he did need the approval of the Pope. And so the Protestant idea was to not submit to the Pope anymore. And so then King Henry VIII, he kind of joined in that Reformation and then set up his own church and didn't need the approval of the Pope anymore. And now these Protestant ideas, they gradually gained strength throughout Scotland, England and Wales, but not in Northern Ireland. They still seem to be Roman Catholic. And so the English tried to impose now the Protestantism to Ireland. But the chieftain, along with another law, with English laws to the inheritance of land, also the English laws of how the land should be inherited. These two things, the Protestantism and the land inheritance laws, they wanted to impose them on Ireland. But the Irish chieftains them, it seems that feudalism still was not introduced to Ireland, but only in England, the south of Scotland and Wales. So the Normans brought with them feudalism. Feudalism is when the king is lending land to but just the lords in return of support in the case of war. And now this whole didn't happen in Ireland because the land seems to be still owned by the clans and the leaders of the clans, the chieftains. Now this imposition then led to the chieftains to lead a rebellion, and brutal fighting then followed because of this imposition in sometime in the 16th century, in 1500 end. This is according to the Life in the UK Test Study Guide, several pages, including page 23.